Hi 8-Fit people, I'm Sarah and we are going to do a Mind Your Moves training, and today we're going to explore some animal movements. So as we start, you just take your comfortable standing position. You don't have to keep your feet too close together, but just have a comfortable position which gives you stability, but also some room for movement and fluidity. And firmly place your feet into the floor or into the mat and allow your eyes to close. Or just rest your gaze somewhere in front of you. Maybe you would like to jump straight into the movement, and we're gonna get there. But first we wanna calm our mind down, calm our thoughts, start grounding ourselves in this moment and in our body at this moment. Start to pay more attention to your breath. No need to alterate the breath or to control it in any way. Just let it flow as it is, as it wants to be in this moment. Your natural breath. Following your inhale and your exhale with your attention. It might be the case that your mind is busy with some stuff that happened before or something that's about to happen in the future. So simply let that be and see if you can create more space in the awareness for the breath and for any sensation that you can feel right now coming up from your body. What is there right now? What belongs to the present? The breath being your anchor for this present moment. And during our training, keep using the breath to anchor yourself in the here and now. You don't need to care so much about the alignment or following through with the practice. Just put the effort in keeping to listen to your body, keeping to listen all the stuff that is coming up in the moment. Allow your belly to expand as you inhale. Sigh everything out on the exhale. Feel how the breath is creating this subtle movement in the whole body, even as you were just standing still. The whole body is expanding with each inhale and collapsing a bit more with the exhale. Then start gently moving with this natural movement of the breath. As you inhale, press your heels down into the floor. Let your whole spine lengthen up. Everything expands a bit more. And with the exhale, just letting everything loosen up a bit, collapsing down to the floor. Still standing. Inhale, lengthen and expand. And exhale, release. Keep gently pulsing in the standing position. Feeling this wave of movement happening through the breath. Allow yourself to feel this fluidity in your body. Gonna get to the more explosive, more sweaty part, but now we are here. Just tuning ourselves into the body and into the breath. I'm gonna start gently mobilizing our neck. With the exhale, allow your head to fall forward. And then inhale, gently opening the eyes, taking your neck to the side, to the right. Exhale, allow your head to fall in the middle. And then inhaling, turning the head to the other side. Just doing half circles with your head. Keeping the movement oriented around the breath. Extending on the inhale, on the exhale, releasing. Letting the weight of your head pull your neck down. And start to expand this movement. Also taking your upper back down towards the floor. Reaching your chest up as you inhale. Let your arms hang further down. Getting a little bit more swing. And then slowly, gradually, bringing your whole body down to the floor, upper body hanging. Lifting up sideways, stretching the neck up. Exhale down. And to the other side. And next time, take your whole body, let it hang here in the middle. Swing it a little bit from side to side. Allow the movement to be free. And then with the next inhale, bending the knees, pressing your heels down in the floor, gently pulsing here. And then start to lift up your palms on your legs, allowing your back to stretch here. Taking the gaze into the floor. And exhale, release all the way down. And one more time. Inhale, lifting up. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see better what's happening with the spine. Everything's long. And exhale down. And one more time, we're going to lift all the way up, stretching up. And exhale, allowing the upper body to flow down. Inhale, coming up into halfway lift. Your back is parallel to the floor. And then reach your arms forward. And start to pull something imaginary in front of you with your arms. In the same time, sending your sit bones back so you get nice stretch in the side of your body. Allow the knees to be slightly bent. Send your hips backward. And then again, release the palms down to the floor. Now feel your palms and all your fingers pressing down into the mat. A couple of times. Push the mat away. Feeling the resistance that you're getting from the floor. And then start to walk your feet back. Coming towards a downward dog as you pull your hips up to the ceiling. And then walk your feet back forward towards the palms. Inhale, coming into halfway lift. And exhale again down. Get that animal going inside of you as you step back to the dog. And then settling in the dog. Starting to walk your heels up and down. Moving a little bit forward onto your mat. Walking, lifting up the palms, lifting up the feet. Keep the dog fluid. And then bend both knees. And as you press down through the feet, allow some waves to happen through the whole spine. Take your knees a bit sideways if you like. Keep it fluid. And then bring the knees down to the floor, coming into all fours. I'm going to take a moment here to warm up our wrists for further practice. So gently taking the weight of your body, shifting it back and forth. All the fingers are spread. And let's play here a little bit with some awkward positions. Taking your fingers outwards. And then all the way back. And again here, leaning back and forth. Feeling those inner forearms stretching. And then Bring them back forward. Now we're going to take our palms on the upper side. And again, leaning backwards. Spreading all your fingers, pushing the fingernails into the floor. And lifting back up. Maybe walking your palms a little bit further forward. And I'm going to start pumping some blood into the arms. Bending the elbows. On the inhale, lowering your chest down to the floor. And exhale, pushing back. And repeating this here. Feel the arms starting to work. And then feel free to experiment a bit. Taking one arm to the side or the other, making them a little bit asymmetrical. Bring them closer together, further apart. And a couple of more. See how low can you go towards the floor without compromising the engagement in the core. Using that exhale to push back up. Press the floor away. And last one, coming back into all fours. And then tuck your toes again. Lean a little bit back, get some stretch into the feet. And then starting to lift the knees off the floor. And pulsing your hips up, back into the dog. Take the gaze in between the palms. You can either walk forward, the feet towards the palms, or follow me with jumping forward with your knees on the outer side of the elbows. And holding it here, you can relax your arms forward. And I'm going to start doing a little duck walk here. Walking forward and back on your mat. Keep your arms relaxed on the knees or on the side, your chest upward. You can move a little bit around the room if you have the space. Or keep it on the mat. Maybe take your feet a little bit wider. Exploring here the mobility in the hips. And slowly coming back on the top of your mat. Still being a little duck. And let's see if we can jump up from here. All the way up and coming back down and going reverse in our duck walk. And maybe giving it another jump. Stretching all the way up. Walking back forward. And another jump. Exhale, jump up. And walking back. One more jump. Reach all the way up. And then coming back forward on the top of the mat. Yeah, we're getting a little bit tired here from the jumps. So let's extend the arms forward. Sitting back on our buttocks. And then take your palms behind you. Reach the fingers a little bit outwards. And take just a moment here to relax. Coming back to the breath. And then push through your palms. Your chest coming forward, long neck. And exhale again. Bend the elbows a little bit. Allow the spine to wave from side to side. And with the next inhale, we're going to push through the palms and lift our hips up. Engaging the glutes. And then exhaling, threading our buttocks down to the floor. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, either touching the floor with your buttocks or threading it through, keeping the butt lifted from the floor. Inhale, exhale, thread through. And a few more. Feel the arms engaged, pressing down into the floor. On the top of the pose, the back of the legs are engaged. And the last time, thread through and then lift up. And then find your way through from here to come into the tabletop position. Rotating yourself and then walk a little bit around. Finding your way back to the front of the mat. And then lower your knees down. Set your buttocks back. Come shortly in the child pose. And after taking a little break in the child pose, notice how much energy you already spent until now in the training. Notice your breath again. Maybe it's changing throughout the workout. And then get ready to proceed as we start to lift up, back into all fours. Tuck your toes and start to lift the knees up, keeping them slightly bent. Send the hips back and up, chest towards the knees. And then take the gaze in between the palms. I'm going to jump forward with the knees on the outer sides of the elbows. Inhale here, and as we exhale, we're going to jump back and back forward. Inhale, exhale back. Inhale, prepare, exhale, jump. Inhale, and now with the next exhale, we're going to jump all the way up. Inhale, back down, and exhale back. Inhale, jumping back forward and up. Try to keep your butt in the air as long as you can as you jump back. Using the strength in the arms. And let's do 2 more rounds. And lower the arms down. Walk your feet back into the downward dog. And then take your knees down towards the floor. Take your back parallel to the floor. And let's rotate here into the reverse tabletop. Sending your hips up to the ceiling. Coming back in that position where we were with our hips lifted. Glutes are squeezed. Gaze up to the ceiling. And see if we can take the palms off the floor now. And in the same time, you take your right palm off the floor, take your left leg off the floor, and then alternating the sides. Keep the hips lifted as much as you can, and starting to walk like this. In reverse tabletop, back and forth. Keep your palms landing softly to the floor, being aware of the moment where the foot touches the floor. And then rotate back into normal tabletop with our belly towards the floor. And starting to send our hips back and up. And enjoying this downward dog. Taking a break here. Doing any type of movement, any move that comes to you intuitively here. Anything that you feel like doing. And then start to widen your dog a little bit. Taking your feet wider apart. And then walking your palms towards the feet. Nicely, slowly. Swinging your upper body a little bit from side to side. I'm going to turn forward. Swinging gently. And then as you land your palms to the left, push them into floor and jump off and to the side. And then land your palms to the right and jumping your feet to the other side. Doing a little bit of the monkey jumps here. Use always the exhale to push yourself off the floor, to engage the core as you lift the legs off the floor. And experiment with lowering your hips down to the floor and jumping to the other side. And again. A couple of more times. Again, trying to lift your buttocks up in the air as long as you can. Strong arms, strong legs. And then come back to the center. Bring your palms down to the floor. Rest your knees down to the floor. Untuck the toes. Extend your arms forward. Rest your forehead in the child pose. Allow enough space between the knees so your belly can drop in between. So you can inhale fully. So you can inhale enough oxygen for your muscles. And start to lift your palms towards the knees. And taking a short moment and sitting. So rest your palms on your knees, or you can even take this moment and take your palms on your chest or on your belly. And keep tracking back that movement that happens from the breath. See what the pace of that movement is now. What's the pace of your breath? How does it change throughout the workout? Can you feel the pulse changing? What other information are you getting from your body in this moment? How is your body informing you? And how can you take that into the next part of the training? Moving intuitively with your body. So get your energy ready. I'm gonna go into a little bit more of a flow part. Gonna take a lot of strength and a bit of coordination. Gonna take our palms forward and coming back up into our downward dog, starting to lift our hips. Walk your feet if you need to, shake off the head, whatever that animal in you needs to do right now. And with the next inhale, take your right leg up, and exhale, bring the knee to the outer side of the elbow and step it to the side. Inhale, lift that right arm up, take the gaze up, and exhale back down. And stepping back. Inhale, take your left leg up. Exhale, step it to the left side. Inhale, lift the left arm up, and exhale back down. And step it back. Inhale again, right leg up. Exhale, step it to the side. And this time we're just gonna lift the palm a little bit off the floor. I'm gonna step our left foot in the place where the palm was. And back. Bear with me, it's gonna be a little bit challenging to coordinate. So lifting the left arm up, placing your right foot where the palm was. And stepping back. And again, on the right, we got it. Step to the side, bring that foot forward. And from here, inhale and exhale, stretch all the way up here. And then setting your left palm behind you on the floor and back into the downward dog. Inhale, take the left leg up, step it to the side, right foot goes forward and pushing yourself all the way up. And placing the palm behind your buttocks and stepping back into the downward dog. One more time on the right. Step forward, lifting all the way up. And back down. And stepping back. And to the left. It's getting sweatier, getting harder to speak. We keep on doing it. And the next time, we're going to alternate it a bit, stepping to the side. This time, we're going to thread our left foot through and back. And back into the dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up, step it to the side, thread the right leg through, and step it back. Inhale, lift the right foot, step to the side, thread through, and back. Left leg to the side, thread through, and back. And step into the dog. Take a moment here. Come back to the breath. And do any small movement that you need And we go on. Inhale, take the right leg up, step to the side, thread through, and back. And the left leg, step to the side, thread through. You can start to add a little bit jumpiness in the middle as you jump back. And take another moment of rest. And the next round, as we take our right leg up and to the side, thread the left leg through. This time I'm gonna stay here. Inhale, reach those hips up, take the arm over the head, and exhale. Thread yourself back into the downward dog. Inhale now, the left leg goes up, steps to the side, thread the right leg through, press the heel into the floor. Inhale, reach the hips up, extend the neck, and back. And one more time, inhale, on the right side, thread the left leg through. Inhale, reach up, and with the exhale, take those fingers towards your toes. Inhale, push the heel to the floor, lift the hips up. Exhale again, lifting the foot up. One more time. And then reaching back into the downward dog. Take a small break here. Allow the breath to unfold. And we're going on the left side. Inhale, step to the side, thread through, push the heel into the floor, lift the hips up, and exhale, either just touching the toes on the floor, or inhale, lifting up, and with the exhale, also taking the foot off the floor, touching those toes, engaging the core. And one more time. And then thread it back into the downward dog. Take a moment, rest here. And one last round. On the right, step the foot to the side, thread the leg through, and then bring the foot a little bit more inwards. Take both palms behind you on the floor. And inhale here, exhale, lift the hips up, and thread the buttocks through. Inhale, exhale. And two more times. And the next time, stay threaded. I'm gonna turn so you can see what's happening. Stay with your buttocks threaded through. Push through the arms. And then take one foot up, and then the other. A lot of core engagement. And then release down. Sitting down on the floor. Shake off the palms. And allow yourself to take any position that feels good at the moment. You can lie down on the floor. You can take your knees to the chest. Whatever comes to you naturally as a resting pose. Curling to the side. You choose. And wherever you are, notice which muscles are getting engaged. Notice if there is any area where you feel a bit more tension than in the other parts. Allow yourself to maybe offer a gentle touch to that area. Maybe just symbolically, if it's the hips or the belly. Just placing your palms there and allowing that area to relax. Notice if there is any kind of attitude that you have to the tension. Notice if you would like to fix that body part or change it. And see if you can switch that attitude and exchange it with a kindness, with acceptance. Just holding those hips or any area that it is for you. giving them space to relax. And giving them also space to be just as they are. Everything is good as it is. And take your palms to the chest. Notice the heartbeat. And then take your legs up to the ceiling. Release the arms to the side. Shake off the legs a little bit. And start to roll over the lower back. Back and forth. And then taking these rolls to take you all the way up, back into sitting. Using always that exhale to engage the core and lift us up. And then find a way here to pull your arms forward, reaching the legs backwards. And starting to lift your hips up into the downward dog. Maybe turning your downward dog to the other side. And then take your right knee, allow it to hang a little bit, and then bring it forward towards the chest and drop it down to the floor. So you want to have your lower leg parallel with the mat, knee a little bit outwards towards the right palm, and press your shin into the floor, press your palms down, and start to lift up from your pelvis, belly, chest, and chin. Coming up with your upper body upright. And then as you exhale, release any tension from the leg, from the hip, and allow your upper body to flow down to the floor. And just for a moment, and then we're going to push ourselves through the arms, pushing that shin down, lifting up the upper body. Feel the engagement coming from the hip. And then exhale again, all the way down. And one more time, lifting up, waving up, and hold it here, making small pulses. Like you're trying to lift up your upper body from the floor, and then releasing it a little bit lower down. Feel the glutes engaging, feel the strength from the hip. Pull your belly up towards the chest as you lift up. The whole body waving in the very much alive pigeon pose. And then drop the palms back down. This time allow them to come to a position where you can rest your forehead on them. And coming into a pigeon pose, pigeon stretch on the floor. Also here, keep that pigeon alive, or allow your hips to wiggle from side to side. Pulse into the stretch. And then place your palms underneath your forearms, underneath your shoulders. Tuck the back leg and lift back up into downward dog. And here, do any movement that comes to you naturally. And then release the left foot off the floor. Let your knee hang here. And then bring the knee forward towards the chest and drop the shin down to the floor. Again, knee facing a little bit towards the left. And then inhale, push through the shin, push through the palms. Lift your pelvis off the floor, lengthen all the way up. And exhale, slow down. Releasing any tension when you're down on the floor. And inhale, push through the arms. Create some tension in the leg as you lift your whole body up. Exhale down. And one more time. Inhale, lifting up. And then starting to pulse here. Releasing the tension from the hip, from the glutes. And building it back up to lift up. A lot of hip strength being created here. Active mobility in the hips. Very functional for all those animal movements and jobs that we have been doing and that we're going to continue doing. And the next time, place the palms underneath the forehead. Rest your forehead down. Wiggle a little bit if that feels good. Keeping that curiosity about the stretch in your left leg. Keeping it interesting. And then lift your arms back up. And then take your weight into your left buttocks. Pull that back leg forward, coming into sitting. I'm going to stretch our arms forward and then taking our right elbow over the left elbow, and then intertwining our palms. And as we inhale, lifting those forearms up, and exhale, just allowing the shoulders to relax. Keep the back of the neck long. And again, inhale, always tending to pull up, and exhale, releasing. They're called eagle arms. Again, some animals here. Keep pulsing here with the breath. Every inhale, finding more extension. Exhale, finding more release. And then with the next inhale, take your forearms over the head. Open the front of the neck, take the gaze up. Exhale here, and one more time, reach up. Like you're trying to take your rib cage up. And with the exhale, flowing, waving from side to side, lower your arms down. And then release the arms, maybe shake them off a little bit, if that is inviting to you. And then we take the left arm over the right, intertwine the palms. Inhale, lift the forearms up, and exhale, release the shoulders. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, opening more that space between the shoulder blades. Nice long neck. Allow the breath to be natural, even if it sometimes happens that you don't notice and start to control the breath. Keep in mind, we want to allow the breath to just be as it is. And the next inhale, take the forearms over the head, gaze up, and taking it here for another inhale, and then floating forward with your forearms. And shake off a little bit the whole spine, and then extend your legs forward. Inhale, reach up with your arms, and then starting to round your back. So you can come all the way down with your whole spine on the floor. And take your knees to the chest, take the legs up, shake them off a little bit. Then take your palms, each on one knee. Allow the knees to drop each to its own side. Wiggle here a little bit. And then take it back in. And then take your hips a couple of centimeters off the floor and towards the left. And take your knees towards the chest, and then letting them fall all the way to the right. And make a big circle with your arm over the head, coming into twist, following your left arm with your gaze. I'm gonna stay here in the twist. Also here, feeling that movement, it's pulsing from the breath, even when we are in such a still pose. With every inhale, everything expands. And with the exhale, we can revolve a little bit further into the twist. Every inhale, the accent is on expanding, spaciousness, and exhale, releasing, collapsing. And then take your arm back. And then turn over the middle. Place your feet down to the floor so we can lift the hips a little bit up. Take them to the right. And then pull the knees towards the chest and let them drop to the side. And make a circle with your arm over the head. Reach your gaze towards the right arm. If you have any blankets or cushions around you, you can put something underneath your knees to make this twist more yours, more comfortable. Or just staying here, committing to the twist. Not trying to change it, not trying to make it better, but just seeing what is there. You will notice that I close the eyes. You can do that as well. It's going to help you to take your gaze inwards. So you can pay more attention to how the twist feels for you from the inside. Maybe you can notice the difference in how it feels when you inhale, how it feels when you exhale in the twist. Where can you feel a bit more stretch happening on the inhale? What gets more released as you exhale? As we slow down, you often get more in the head. The head wants to wander around. Let's try to keep it here, to keep it present in the body, and anchor ourselves back to that breath. The breath that we know is happening right now and belongs to the present. And then take the knees back into the center. Drop the feet down to the floor and extend one leg forward and then the other. Let's just relax in a few minutes of final relaxation. Just allowing the whole body to drop to the floor. Feeling how the ground is now supporting us and just lying. And yet again, you can observe there is still movement. With every inhale and the exhale. Every inhale, the belly expands. And the exhale, the belly collapses, flows further down to the spine, to the floor. Notice the wave-like movement. See if you can see that breath as rocking you from the inside. And slowly start to add a little bit more movement in your body. And start to lift up. You're gonna meet each other in the sitting. Find your own way to lift back up. Sitting cross-legged or on your knees, whatever feels better for you. And we're just gonna take a moment to give ourselves a nice gentle touch, first rubbing the palms together. Then place these palms wherever it comes to you. On your neck, on your face, wherever you want. And just for a moment, feel that sensation between your palms and your skin. What do you experience there? And one more time, you're going to rub the palms against each other. And this time placing them on your belly. What can you feel there? Letting go of any concepts about the belly, of anything that comes from the head. And really, what can you directly experience in this touch between your palms and your belly in this moment? Maybe it's the shape, maybe it's the movement. And release the palms forward, shake them off a little bit. Rub on your lower back a little bit with those palms. And then place the palms back forward on your knees. And just for a brief moment again, with the eyes closed, taking that gaze to your inner landscape. How do you feel right now? How is the breath? What other information is coming up to you from your own body? And with all this knowledge, all this wisdom from your body, open your eyes and fully grounded in your body and in this moment. Get on with whatever you were doing before or you plan to do next. And hope to see you next time with Mind Your Moves and 8 Fit.